What's up, everyone? Jeremy Gerard from Mythic Customs and Four Horsemen Studios here with one of my quick customizing tutorial videos. This one isn't even really a tutorial. It's just a cool little tip, something specific to Cosmic Legions that you can easily do to change up the look on certain characters that have the clear visors. So the figure that we're going to be looking at today is the Tusk Pilot. This is one of the newer figures. This is the figure, a figure that just came out recently in the Cosmic Legions Outpost Zaxius wave. This is actually one of my favorite of all the Cosmic Legions figures released to date. The shiny red metallic armor on this figure, I think, really pops. Absolutely love this particular figure. But one thing you may notice if you compare the prototype photos to the final product is the look of the clear visor on top. When the prototype was painted, it looked and it was shot like it had more of a black visor, a very opaque, shiny black visor. The one we got actually is a little bit transparent, so you can see some of the mechanics underneath it. They both look super cool, but if you want to go with more of that like total black opaque look, it's very easy to do. And this will work not only on the Tusk Pilot, but literally on any figure that's got one of these clear kind of domes. Now, credit where credit's due, appropriately, this is not my tip. This actually came from my friend and colleague Joe Vasapollo, who ironically is the guy that painted the prototype for this figure. So when he told me this tip, I was completely blown away, because as easy as it is to understand, as like common sense, like light bulb moment, oh yeah, that totally makes sense that I would paint it like that. I didn't think about that. So when I would paint domes, and let me show you something. I'm going to bring this up right here. So I've got a figure. This is a figure I painted recently. I call it the Xeno Tusk. So this is a figure that actually uses a clear dome. That's the head that came with the deluxe Thygar figure. And what I did to paint that, I wanted that shiny type effect. So what I did was I spray painted it black, and then I used a gloss overlay, like a gloss sealer on top of it to get that shiny look. And from a distance, it looks great. But if you get closer, you can actually see that it's, got some brush strokes on it. Whenever you're brushing anything on, and in this case, I had to brush on some of the, sealer, you run the risk that you're going to see it's not going to be totally flat and totally smooth. Even if you spray, you run the risk that you're going to hit it a little too hard and you're going to get a drip or something like that. Again, I was completely happy with this until Joe gave me some advice. So the advice that Joe gave me is on these particular helmets, any of these visors come right off. So on this figure, all you have to do is pop that visor right off. So if I was going to paint this previously, what I would have done was I would have taken this, I probably would have laid it down, spray painted it, and then sealed it. What Joe told me, and again, the minute he said this, I was like, why didn't I think of that? Instead of painting the outside, paint the inside of it. The inside, it's a transparent dome. So when you paint the inside with black, it's going to shine through. You're going to get that black look, but because the outer surface remains unpainted, you still get that super smooth kind of part of the sculpture. You still get that shiny glass-like effect. So let me bring this image back up here. There's another shot of the Xeno Tusk from a distance. You can see this is a Tusk Pilot that I did exactly what I just told you here. What I did was I flipped this over. I painted the inside of this black to get that opaque look. And if you compare the two of them, here are on the left-hand side, you have an original Tusk Pilot that has the visor the way it comes out of the package. So again, you can see some of the stuff that's underneath it. Very cool look. You may prefer that. But if you want the fully opaque look, this is a quick tip. And again, this will work with any of these clear visors. If you paint the inside of the visor versus the outside, you get the benefit of all the paint is on the inside. So any strokes or any imperfections, they're really not going to be seen through that plastic, because you're going to get that smoothness of the plastic on the outer shell. You're going to get that shininess of the plastic on the outer shell, and it's going to create a look just like you see here. So as I said, super easy tip, barely a tutorial, but something if you're like me. I mean, I showed you that Xenotusk so I could show you proof that as obvious as this may seem, I painted a visor like this not using this trick because it didn't dawn on me to paint the inside. So if you're like me and you've painted the outside of the domes and you haven't been 100% satisfied with the result, the smoothness of the resulting piece, paint the inside. That's a trip. So thank you everyone for checking this out. If you enjoy videos like this, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, certainly ask those in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, follow the channel. Until next time, I can't wait to see what you make.